Ask him now. Daddy is always right. Daddy is always right. Ask him now.
The angel of death came to me when I was just 10 years old. I was in a car with my family and I fell asleep in the back row. Suddenly, the car went out of control and everyone was thrown ups and downs and swayed from side to side. All I could hear is the sound of impact. Bang, bang, bang. And the scream from my sister. I was so scared. I wanted to grab my mother for protection. Suddenly, my father's word popped into my mind. He said, "Son, when you are in danger, don't scream like your mother. Stay calm like your father. Hold tight and don't move." I frozen. Hold tight and don't move. The car finally stopped. I opened my eyes and I realized the angel of death had pushed a 20-foot timber this big through the car, smashing everything in its way. It slid over my shoulder and drew a thin red line of blood on my neck. And I only moved this much. So my daddy is right. I follow his guidance and save myself. Contestants, ladies and gentlemen, do you believe your daddy is always right? Right.
No.
I don't. I believe in John Lennon of my time. And John Lennon says, "Make love, no war, peace, peace." And I start skip class. I gamble, I smoke. And of course, I sing like John Lennon. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. Yes, let it be. When my father wanted me to study harder, you can tell I date even harder. Not with boys, of course, with girls. And he want me to become a doctor. I become a boxer. And send people to the doctors. And one by one, I knock out everyone who dared to challenge me. I just love to see the pain in this loser down at my feet. But I didn't see the pain on my father's face and the sorrow in his heart for me. Then the angel of death came again. It was just before my 21st birthday. I went sailing with my friends to a beautiful island and enjoyed barbecue on the beach. I was so confident with my swimming. Instead of taking the shuttle boat from the beach to the yacht, I swam. It's only a mile away. It's peanuts to me. In the middle of the swim, I felt numbness growing in my feet. I panicked and looked for help, but there's nobody in sight. Inch by inch, I sank into the sea. I feel my mouth, feel my ears and nose, and my eyes. And I knew my time has come. Suddenly, my father's word popped into my mind. And he said, "Son, when you're in trouble at sea, don't scream like your father. Scream like your father." Sorry, scream like your father. Remember everything I teach you. So I blew out my breath and sank myself like a rock to the bottom of the sea. And I jumped. I caught my breath, squished my limbs, and float on the sea. And I was in God's hand. While I was floating on the sea, my father's word kept coming back to me. So many I've learned, I challenged, and I forgot. But then I realized how hard he tried to teach me to save myself whenever I stumble and fall. Not only he gave me skill and knowledge, he shared his joy, sadness, success, and failures in life. All he hoped is that one day I could be a better man than he was. Eventually, I was rescued by my friends. Was I lucky? No. If not my dad had taught me how to save myself, I wouldn't have lasted that long on the sea. From that day on, I returned to my father and never looked back. Ladies and gentlemen, I knew not everyone will accept your father or even to love him. Some of you may have already forgotten how he was like, or even you may hate him with a very good reason. But do you still remember the look of love in his eyes? Do you remember this precious moment you share with your father? And do you realize half of your genes come from your father, and perhaps he was once your role model in your life? Except that you are just wiser, kinder, and knew how to express yourself better as a Toastmaster. So why not try to express your love to your father when there is still time? For I had learned it in a hard way. Before I could express all my love to my father, the angel of death returns and grabbed him from me. While I was staying with my dying father at the hospital, he said to me, "Son, my time has come. Don't grieve for me. Save your love for that little boy over there. Trust me, go and help him. As long as there's love, he'll have second chance." I trust my father and did my best. The little boy is now a father and he loved to share my father's wisdom with his children. Never give up. As long as there's love, life always has a second chance. God bless you.